Hello and welcome to the Main Cave. Now in today's video we're going to be looking at the newly released AirPods Pro Second Generation, and throughout this I will also be touching upon differences between these and my old AirPods Pro, the first generation. So let's get started with the price. You can pick these up for $249 or £250 in the UK, which in comparison with the first generation is exactly the same price as when the first generation was launched. And although you can't get the first generation anymore directly from Apple, you can pick them up on Amazon and other retailers a little bit cheaper. So onto the unboxing. It's the usual Apple affair. You open it up and you're greeted with some paperwork, but with no sticker, the AirPods themselves, and underneath a USB-C to Lightning cable, and finally a set of 3 different sized ear tips with the 4th pair on the AirPods themselves. Once out, you'd be forgiven in thinking these are the first generation, as they are the exact same size, material and colour. The AirPods Case is the same size as the original, but weighs 5.6 grams more, and it has a few distinguishable features. The case with the new built-in U1 chip has a lanyard loop on the side, but please note, just like the wall plugs, Apple has seen fit not to include a lanyard in the box. And at the bottom of the AirPods case, it has a speaker. So the U1 chip that's combined with the speaker is for an AirTag style Find Me application, whereby if you lose your AirPods, you can find them in the app and it will direct you to their exact location or play a sound from the speaker itself. The sound is a very loud trill and it can be heard from a fair distance if activated. The case also works with MagSafe chargers, and this won't be much of a change for anyone who bought the newer case from the last generation, but for me, who still has the original case with no MagSafe, just wireless, this is a big deal. Also, a small UI tweak is the ability to be able to see the battery levels on the case separately to the AirPods themselves when the AirPods are outside of the case. The AirPods themselves are also very similar in appearance. They come with 4 sets of tips, extra small, small, medium and large, which by the way are not compatible with the first generation AirPods Pro. So choose which one is more comfortable for you. Then once paired, go into your phone settings for the AirPods and choose the tip test just to confirm in your phone that they are a good fit. So pairing as simple as opening them up and then hitting the pair button, nothing more to do, and it gets added to your iCloud account for use on any other device that you have, which is exactly the same process as the first generation. If you haven't set up spatial audio yet, you'll get prompted to do this and for other things such as the Find Me. But as I already had done for the previous AirPods Pro, there was no need for me to do it again. As well as the buds being identical in size, they're pretty much identical in weight, with the AirPods Pro Second Generation actually coming in at 0.1 grams lighter, so no noticeable change there when side by side. What has changed are the controls. On the original, there was a press-sensitive tip to control start and stop functions, but now on the AirPods Pro 2, they have volume control, which is a very much needed feature on them. Just a simple swipe up and down on the stem, and the volume changes, and each time you get a very satisfying, what appears to feel like a haptic click, but it's a very unobtrusive way of registering your input. I had no issue getting this to work every time, and now means I don't need to use my phone or my watch to do something as simple raise or lower the volume. So on to some big differences now, and that is in the battery. The AirPods Pro 2 can last up to 6 hours of music play, which is a 2.5 hour increase, and add in charge from the case and you get 30 hours of music, whereas my original Pros only got around 24 hours using the case charging. And this is based off active noise cancellation, which has also been updated. Apple claim a 2 times better noise cancellation, which is disconcertingly vague, but upon testing there is a massive difference in quality. The AirPods Pro 2 block out far more ambient noise from outside than any of my original Pros did. ANC is now my main way of listening to music, and with this feature cannot be overstated at how good this is in the second generation AirPods Pro, especially if you get yourself some nice well-fitted tips in. Other upgrades in the buds are the H2 chip, which helps with ANC, but also with improved adaptive transparency. I tested this by walking through the town with transparency on. Loud noises were automatically reduced and increased when the ambient noise was lower. In my testing, this worked as I'd expect, but maybe not quite as drastic as shown in the keynote, but it was still noticeable. Again, what was abundantly clear was the ANC. Out and about I tested this and there was a stark difference in quality. This may be due to things like tips or software or a bit of both, but even things like laying next to a loud sleeper was instantly silenced with a press of the stalk. My whole time with ANC has been a dream and I'm very impressed with it. For me, it works way better than the first generation AirPods Pro. So we now know all the features work, but how does it sound? When listening to good quality music streamed from Apple Music, I was blown away at how good they sound. The originals always sounded good, but these do indeed give just a bit more punchier bass. I had spatial audio on as a standard, and the second generation Pros did an excellent job of separating sound and delivering good quality music. These aren't a revolutionary leap over the original pair, but the bass is noticeably improved. So should you buy a pair of the new AirPods Pro 2? If you already have some first generation AirPods, then it's a lot of money for only a few upgrades. But what you do have then is a separate pair of AirPods which can be sold to offset the price of the second generation. If you don't have any AirPods Pro and you want some, then you could just get a new pair of first generation at a cheaper price tag and you'd be set with a very good pair of earbuds. But if you fancy the improved bass, the Find My functionality, better battery and a few tweaks to hardware, then the AirPods 2 are a solid buy at the same launch price as the first generation. So let me know, do you currently own a pair and are thinking about upgrading? Do let me know in the comments below. Till the next video, bye bye.